everybody? We back at it again. Happy Thursday, if that's a real thing. Um, I just learned that it's Pride Month this month. So, along with Juneteenth from not too long ago, it's Pride Month. Whoopsies! Need to stay up with my shit. So for well, for celebration or help celebrating this month, I wanted to recommend a few LGBTQ films that I find to be goddamn pretty damn good. First two movies. You don't have to watch them together or back to back, but the first one is in not particular order either. I don't want to like rank them from best to worst. First one is Milk with Sean Penn and Josh Brolin. It's a 2008 film. It covers the day in life of Harvey Milk, who was the first gay activist in San Francisco in the 70s, who was unfortunately assassinated by a potentially closeted man who had a lot of insecurities. But his impact is still felt today. As a matter of fact, in certain streets around here, he has his name on the streets like MLK. So, legacy lives on. And then to recommend with the biopic, I want to recommend a documentary. So if you want more realistic stuff, the times of Harvey Milk. I don't know if you could. Well, I found it off of Prime. I actually had to buy that shit, but I found it on Prime. If you could find it somewhere else, check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty educational. Of course, it covers things that the movie couldn't cover. You can't cover a person's life in 2.5 hours, but you can try. But it's pretty good though. Second one I would recommend is Moonlight. Moonlight is it's a coming of age story about a young black man in Miami trying to figure out who he is and figure out the world in such a cruel place, and everybody knows that he's gay except for him, and kind of bully him and turn him into a stereotype instead of nurturing him. So yeah, it's kind of depressing, but it's also grounded and breathtaking. It's also eye-opening and I think a solid criticism. Yeah, I guess a solid criticism for the misconception of masculinity. I don't want to say toxic masculinity, even though it is toxic, but it's a misconception of what a man is and like how it's supposed to function and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's when you're in an environment like that, you end up turning into something that's much more negative or dangerous as opposed to trying to put the past behind you and be a good person. A lot of people can go through the bullying and everything, and turn to violence, turn to drugs, turn to all kind of stuff. So the movie's very eye-opening in that regards. Plus, it's just masterful filmmaking. Barry Jenkins, the cinematography, the use of music, the original score, like not original score, but like the kind of like that orchestra sound or whatever. It's fucking dope. Damn, it's 3 minutes already. Shit, talk too much. All right, my bad. Let me get through it. Number 3, Boy Erased. Russell Crowe, Nicole Kidman, Lucas Hedges. He's like basically like the mascot, like the white mascot for A24. He's fucking crushing it, bro. If you don't know him by now, you're gonna know him later. Trust me, the guy's fucking killing it. Miseducation of Cameron Post. Believe her name is Chloe Moritz. Ooh, I just butchered her name. Anyway, it's on HBO. If you have HBO, check that shit out. It's an amazing film. It talks about also it's a very similar story to Boy Erased. Where they're forced to go to places where they're forcing them to get over their gayness as a fucking disease or some shit. Like it's wild. But yeah. Interesting stories, different perspectives. They don't necessarily paint straight people as evil people or bad people, and they don't necessarily portray the gay characters as with the stereotypical lisp, the femininity of men playing that, or the girls being like super like butch. You know what I'm saying? Like no, it's not that kind of story. There's a lot of complexities. There's a lot of nuance. There's there's a lot to think about. It's very poetic. It's very breathtaking. It's some good ass movies, bro. Some good ass movies. I think I also wanted to say something about. Yeah, I guess I already said it. In representation in media, we're starting to see it right now. Talking about, how that media portrayal of us, of minorities, affect how people will treat us, treat each other. I mean, we all think we have the common sense to treat people how you want to be treated, but unfortunately, this is America. Everybody don't have common sense. You gotta buy that shit. So sucks. But yeah, it's those movies were pretty eye opening to me, and they're pretty solid. And celebrate this month, man. It's almost over, but yeah, LGBTQ killing the game. Can't lie. Just kind of wish I didn't take the rainbow. That's all I got. That's my major criticism. All right, I'm out of here. Love y'all.